Hey guys, it's Artist Miner here, and basically we're gonna talk about is we're doing tier list on 32 NHL teams. I have done this before on my phone, but I've changed my opinions now, and you know, and all that, and so basically Seattle has now been added as a 32nd team, obviously. And back when I did my last video, that was like 2 years ago when I did these teams. I know I had Vegas. I had Vegas in there. Vegas was around then. But for each team, I can't even describe it. That I have to describe each team individually and discuss why I don't like the team or why. And I'm gonna start off with Anaheim. Anaheim is kind of like what I really like about. I don't really like the logo. The jerseys are okay, but I like if they went back to that Mighty Ducks logo that they had back in the day. Obviously I know this is like a great logo too, but it's not. Why go with a duck foot? Like it'd be very cool if they did. Like, let's just say they. What if they did something with Disney, right? They make a Donald Duck jersey or something, and then if they were with Disney again, but But honestly, the team isn't horrible. Obviously, their goaltender, their team isn't. Their team's kind of like a middle of the road team, kind of like a bit of a rebuild team. But for me, this team is kind of like a C. It's not like I don't hate it. I don't love it either. But Arizona, a team that sucks. I don't know what to say about it, but this team sucks. Everything about it sucks. Why play in a building with 5,000 people? That I mean, it's horrible. Like that's not like this is not even like you're an NHL team. You're not supposed to be playing in an arena with 5,000 people. That's not. This team is. I have to give it a D because I don't like Arizona. I don't like the Coyotes at all. I can't say that enough. And you know, there's a few things good about the Coyotes, but what's interesting is they never traded Phil Kessel. So quite disappointed that they didn't trade Phil Kessel. Carolina. This team is solid. They have Freddie Anderson now. They have their forward group. Their defense is like excellent. It's phenomenal. Um, their building's not bad. Obviously, for me, I am kind of towards kind of like a. I'm gonna say a B because honestly, they're kind of more of a the S's are my favorite team. Okay, S is for favorite teams. A's they're kind of close to that. D is obviously for I don't like that team at all, and then B and C is like okay. I kind of like this team, and then C is like I don't hate it. I don't like it. I'll skip these two teams, the original six teams, those two first because um, now the Avs. Do I like the Avs? Um, I like. I don't like that their arena is now called Ball Arena. Like, why? Why name it something that has to do with balls? And second, and second, like, I mean, like they have a good all around team. Their goaltending is good too, but obviously, for me, they're just a B as well. They're a B. I can't even put them in an A because like I don't I like their jerseys and all, but like uh, you know, Columbus is kind of a C as well. Um, I'm not a huge Columbus guy, but Dallas. Uh, Dallas is probably like I'm just gonna probably put Dallas in somewhere. I don't really care about Dallas really. Dallas is a C. Jesus. Florida Panthers. I love the Florida Panthers. But for me, I have to put them in A, not S. I'm sorry. I have to put them in S, not S. A. I have to put them in A because I I want this team to win, right? I want this team to be like a Stanley Cup champion. They're not my favorite team, but I mean they're in that same division with another team. I have to talk about that um, later on. But this team in general, I used to say I hated the logo. I don't anymore. I don't hate it. I used to say, well, it reminds me of a Lamborghini logo or something. But honestly, like, what's the point? Like, it's not. And I think it's perfect for what it is. And, but obviously the team itself is really good. They got Chumel Joe. They got, Aaron Lecolad. They got friggin' Sergei Bobrovsky. They got Claude Giroux. Jonathan Huberdeau. Barkov, and they got a great team on there. Um, the New York Islanders, for me, the Islanders are not. I like their building, their new building. Jerseys wise, they really do have that 1970s look, 80s look jersey, which is great. Going back to that old style, but I still obviously I'm familiar with their four Stanley Cups, of course, and the fact that a lot of things have happened with this team. I mean, the thing is, I'm gonna put them as a C because I don't like them. I don't hate them. Um, for me personally, so I kind of um, the LA Kings. Do I hate the LA Kings? No, I do not hate the LA Kings. Um, I like their jerseys a lot. I also really start to kind of more appreciate them more because I really, really do like everything. There's a lot of things I really like about LA, so I'm gonna put them in A. Um, just because like I really like the Kings a lot. I mean, I really wish they go back to some old colors that they had, Lakers colors. Maybe like a back to like also having the purple with the black and all that. But obviously, I have to put this team somewhere. I know I'm not supposed to do original six team here, but I have to put these guys. Where do I have to put these guys? I have to put these guys in D. I have to put them in D. Okay. I love. Okay, you know what? Never mind. You know what? They're not in D. They're in C. I literally I don't like them. I don't mind them, but I don't care if I like them or not. It's kind of like a C for me. Like it's like okay. I mean, I would have put them in D, but I'm not going to. I can't. Like they have a rich history, and I can't really disrespect that team compared to that. The Nashville Predators. I don't really like this team this much. I don't know. I'm like not really a big Preds fan. I remember like back in 2017. I remember that Stanley Cup playoffs, and they lost against Pittsburgh. I cheered for them, but ever since then, it just not really my type of favorite team. They're not my. They're not. They always really do well against a certain team I'm talking about, and they always kick that. They don't always kick that team's ass, but it seems like it. There was like this one time where Nashville like beat that team like 9-2, and it was garbage. Um, uh, there's so many teams. I could talk about this all day. Buffalo. I hate Buffalo. I hate things about Buffalo. Owners are asshole. I don't like the owners. But I also don't really not a big fan of. I like that they went back to the original colors, to the royal blue and stuff. But I don't really like the team in general. I don't really like the team at all. Um, I have to put Tampa Bay in D. I don't like Tampa either. They have won 2 cups, and it's enough. It's just stop winning, man. Come on, stop winning Stanley Cups. You guys won twice, and I'm sick of it. You guys are the wrong. You guys are. I'm not gonna say that yet. I'm not gonna say that. I'll do a debate on that. Um, Winnipeg Jets. They're a B. They're a B. They're not really horrible. Uh, for the Ottawa Senators, I was gonna do an order, but I don't really care at this point. Ottawa Senators. No, we're not putting them in A. Ottawa Senators. I really don't hate them at all. But I actually I really like the that they actually went with this logo now, and I don't mind them at all. I don't hate them, or I just don't like them. I don't hate them, or I mean, or I don't mind them. So it's like that kind of category there. But I'll put them in C. They don't belong in D because I can't hate them. I just cannot fully hate them. You know, you gotta respect your opponents before you do anything. Vegas is going in D. Why? Why Vegas? It's because they're spoiled brats. That's why. I'm just joking. They're just too much of like the team is so much of a spoiled child. To the point where it's like, oh, we got what we wanted and everything. Like the team is also really expensive, and like I said, like their forward group is just like so much money on their forward group. Holy crap. But honestly, like it's just Vegas has become a D for me for a lot of reasons. The Oilers, I don't want to put them in A, but I kind of want to put them in B as well because like I really do like the Oilers, but they're not my one of my favorite teams. And for me personally, I probably would have said anything. McDavid's a great player, but he's fast as we think he is, and we used to think he was, but can't say about that. But he's a great player, so is Drysdale. But Calgary, Calgary goes in A because I just love that logo, the flaming sea. It's classic. They're wearing some really nice jerseys now. Um, that like, I don't know, like yes, their building may be old, but you know this is the Seattle Dome, man. Like that's where the Olympics were played. It's everything to them. So I really do kind of have a liking for Calgary. Okay, you know what? Let's just do Boston. Boston's going in D. I have to say this. I'm not. I be like I literally slightly prefer Montreal over Boston. It's just I hate Boston so much. Yeah, we know that. Yes, Terrence is. We need to know if Terrence is something else or whatever. The New York Rangers. Fudge. I really like the New York Rangers, but at the same time, I would put them at B as well. That team has a lot of history too. I don't know. I can't talk about every single team I like, but in terms of rivalries, I probably prefer the New York Rangers over the Islanders. And yeah, and I also would prefer the Flames over the Oilers. I'm not really a fan of much. I don't. I just am saying it's just that's how I kind of prefer it. Uh, so I do really will admit that. So we can talk about Chicago. Chicago's logo is great, but for me they're kind of I love the team, but the team is going to probably go into B. You know I cannot put them in A. I want to put them in A, but like the team's in a kind of a rebuild state. But obviously, I used to not like them. Now I do, kind of do. Pittsburgh is in freaking C. Flyers. Flyers are also in C. I'm like, actually, I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm gonna put the Capitals in C as well. I don't really like. I'm just gonna put the. No, actually, I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put. Okay, out of these four teams, I'm just gonna put the Flyers at B. Just because, why not? Like, to be honest, I like some teams I just kind of have to respect for. I'm trying to do this videos. I don't want to make this video too long, but the Minnesota Wild. I love the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild or an S tier. I really do like the team. I love Minnesota. It's a good state. It's meant for hockey. Everything that I think, even I wouldn't mind watching a Minnesota Wild game. Even like I want to see these guys win a Stanley Cup and you know get what they wanted that they couldn't get and everything. I used to think San Jose was my second favorite team, but not really anymore. They're kind of more of a B team at this point in time. I prefer LA Kings over them, and especially the Anaheim Ducks, just for reasoning. I mean, I got purposes. The Seattle Kraken. Actually, no, let's not talk about the Seattle Kraken. Let's talk about the Red Wings. So the Red Wings. So the thing is about the Red Wings is that I have family in Windsor, and a lot of those family relatives they're Detroit Red Wing fans, and I have to not like Detroit. Although I do, okay, the one thing I do like about Detroit is the fact that they have Little Caesars Arena, and I love my pizza, man. I really do. And every time I think about fuck it, they go here, they go here because I like their arena and that's it. That's all I like about them, really. So now they can go to C. Actually, I think that's perfect for them. Um, St. Louis Blues. The Blues I really do like, but I'm gonna put them at A. Great team to watch. Everything. I remember watching that Cup run 2019. Great Cup run. I love that. I love when they won. I always wanted. I always. I mean, I did watch. I did watch the Capitals win, but I just don't really care about the Capitals at this point either. So the last three teams, man. I have to really decide who I'm gonna just be talking about here first. So Seattle goes an S. Even though they're S, I like their color, their colors and stuff. I like the team in general, and I also really do like what they bring and the city, of course. The city's beautiful, um, and everything that I've said about obviously. I mean, I say that Minnesota's logo is really good, but also the state as well. But Seattle, I love those jerseys. I love the colors. I love, you know, I just love it. And so, like, even Kraken was an incredible name for him. Um, so okay, let's do. So we got Vancouver. Vancouver Canucks are kind of more of a B. I would have put. I used to say, oh, I like the Canucks. Um, but I honestly. So now, the last team. The last team is these guys. They where did they where do they belong? Where do they belong? Do they belong here? Here? They go in there. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They don't belong in D. Um, I have to put them in S because I know the team's bad sometimes. I know the team can be good sometimes, but heck, I don't know. It's just the team in general. I'm gonna fix this a little bit. I'm gonna put the New York Rangers up here. they're kind of close to my fourth favorite team. I Yes, those are my three favorites. And you're probably like, why do you have three favorite teams, T? You can only have one. I don't really care. Because these guys are the basically like Pacific. These guys are the freaking Central, and these guys are the Atlantic. So you can only I'm cheering only one. It's kind of interesting because I this team has a lot of history, and plus they were one of the first teams that came to the National Hockey League many years ago, 1917. Yeah, but the thing is, this is all I'm gonna give you guys. Like my, I honestly think Seattle's one of my favorite teams, Toronto as well, but the Minnesota Wild as well, and I just love these teams here. Like these are my favorite teams. These are close to being my favorite teams as well. Like but honestly, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys for more tier list content. And yeah, see you guys.